You wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. Are you sure? Are you sure? Like, it's kind of expensive and the winter's really cold. You sure you wanna live in New York City? These are things you're gonna need to know. What's up, YouTube? My name is Xenia and I am back with another episode of Mindset Mondays. And today I'm going to talk to you about what it's like to live in New York City and what I have learned living here for over 10 years or my entire adult life. I think a lot of people completely romanticize the idea of living in New York City and they think of it as this magical place. And it is. It's a magical place. It's really exciting. But there are also things about living here that are really difficult and really complicated. So I'm going to tell you 3 life lessons that I have learned that have positively impacted my mindset and my approach to everything I do, my attitude and my approach to my business, the way I live, the way I think about my life in so many ways, living here for over 10 years. If you want to live in New York City, or if you live anywhere else and you think that go-getter NYC spirit would make a difference in your life, keep watching. The first thing that New York City has taught me is never give up. Seriously. Big cities require determination. There is always a way to do the thing that you want to do. There is always somebody who knows something, who knows someone else, who's got a connection, who can hook you up and move you forward. And even when it looks like things are hopeless or things are too expensive or difficult, you need to have grit to make things happen in a very busy place where plenty of other people are competing with you for the apartments that you want, the opportunities that you want, the jobs that you want, the dates that you want, the restaurant reservations that you want. You need to think of yourself as someone who is relentless and who is not going to give up making things happen here. I've also been rejected so many times living here. I've sent my resume out many times, gone on many interviews, many auditions, and I've been told no many, many times. So I can't afford to be too attached to any one opportunity. I just stay super committed to whatever I want for myself and I don't give up. And I love the idea that no doesn't necessarily mean no in life. No means maybe not that way. You have to stay creative, you have to look forward, and you have to really believe in your ability to make something happen if you want to make things happen in a really big city. Which brings me to life lesson number 2, which is talk to everyone. Your network is going to determine the quality of your life anywhere you live, but especially in a big city, and you're more connected to important people and big opportunities than you probably realize. I've been able to run a successful business here as a singer, a dancer, a dance teacher, but before I did that, I was freelancing as a writer, I worked as a personal assistant, I had a part-time job at a college, and every single work opportunity I found definitely came through just being willing to talk to as many people as possible when I was looking for work, and to get my apartment, to get myself into important places, to find opportunities, to meet new clients. Every time I've wanted anything, I've had to talk to people. I've ended up partying in a mansion on a weekend once. That's not because I own a mansion, it's because I knew someone who knew someone who knew someone who owned a mansion. Your access to the different echelons of New York society has a lot to do with who you talk to, and your ability to make things happen has so much to do with your willingness to talk to everyone about whatever you want to do. I have friends in the dance business who have come to me and who have said, do you think I can make a living teaching in New York City? And I say, yeah, if you talk to everyone about what you do and what you want to do, then you got a shot. I've also seen that every time the quality of my social network improves, the quality of my life improves. So the people you know are going to hook you up and bring you to opportunities and situations that are going to be exciting and interesting for you and that are going to help you have the beautiful things that you want. Trust me, talking to people makes a huge difference. So if you're going to a big city because you have a dream you want to fulfill or something you really want to make happen, my advice is talk to everyone about what you want to do and you'll be surprised what opens up. And New York City life lesson number 3 is plan ahead, but always be ready and willing to change your plans. Tip number 3 is really to be flexible because opportunities are gonna come, opportunities are gonna go. It's like this. Let's say you go look for a room or an apartment and you find almost everything you want, almost everything you need, but you wanna think about it. You take 3-4 hours to think about it, someone else is gonna take that place. And sometimes what you find, whether it's an apartment or a job, is really the best thing for right now, and it's so important that you don't get caught up in trying to always make things perfect. Just grab an opportunity and then keep moving. You need to be ready and willing to adapt your plans and jump on opportunities as quickly as possible, because like I said before, there's a lot of demand for everything in this town, and everything you want to do, you're competing with so many other people. It's a densely populated place. We're living on top of one another. Sometimes you're living in a shoebox, and that's often one of the trade-offs that you make when you're living in a big city. But if you're determined and you have grit, the way that you pursue your goals, if you're ready and willing to talk to everyone about all the different things that you want to do, every time you want to make something happen, you get into communication with people and you build and expand your network, and you're someone who likes to make plans, but you're flexible and you're willing to adapt and change and go with the flow, then you're gonna make it in New York City, and you're gonna find it easier to make things happen in any big city. These are life lessons that I'm gonna take with me anywhere I live in the world, whether I continue living here or I live somewhere else. This whole approach to life is so useful. I've used these philosophies to move myself forward when I've been traveling in other places. I took a 2-week trip to LA a couple years ago. I've traveled alone through South America. When I'm in other places, that same New York approach, like be super determined and talk to people, always gets me things that I'm looking for. And I'd really encourage you to take those ideas on if you're trying to make something exciting and new happen for yourself. That's all I have for you guys today. If you like this video and you want more ideas on how to stay positive and productive and excited about your life, especially in the middle of a global pandemic, I would recommend you pretty please click the like button so that YouTube will show this video to more people, and click subscribe. It helps me so much and helps me bring you more exciting and positive content. I'll see you next week with another video. Bye.